Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit in because you're not the loudest in the room? Well, what if embracing your quiet nature could actually be the key to finding peace and self-acceptance?
If you're someone like me who's ever felt out of place or like you didn't fit into the loud, bustling world around you, you're not alone. And I made this video for you.
I recently came across a video by TheCottageFairy that truly resonated with me. She shared her personal story about not having many friends for most of her life, and it struck me deeply. She mentioned how that, even as a child, she was drawn to quiet, sage-like characters rather than the loud, outgoing heroes we see in most stories. In fact, many of the main characters I write in my own stories are often quieter in nature too, and sometimes social misfits. I personally find their stories more intriguing now that I think about it. The Cottage Fairy's insights really hit home for me, as I've often felt the same way as her. She explained how, as a socially awkward child, she sought solace in nature, spending time alone to recharge. She embraced her quietness, and over time, she learned to accept that she didn't need a large group of friends to feel fulfilled.
I've always been a quieter person, and for so long I struggled with the desire to fit in, to be someone I wasn't, just to be seen and accepted. I often thought something was wrong with me if I wasn't being the loudest in the room, or for not being the loudest in the room, and for constantly not being a part of the social scene. And for a long time, I pushed against my quieter nature, often putting myself into draining situations and inauthentic situations. I would be surrounded by people, but exhausted often by all of the gossip, drama, constant noise. And it finally occurs to me looking back now that not being true to myself was robbing me of my inner peace.
What the Cottage Fairy shared in her video really gave me the courage to stop pushing against myself. She spoke about how finding close, meaningful friendships took time, and how sometimes we just need to embrace the quiet moments of solitude to recharge. She mentioned how, over the years, she learned to appreciate her quietness, and that truly resonated with me. I realized that I, too, needed to honor my need for alone time without feeling guilty or inadequate. Her words reminded me that it's okay to be a quiet person. The more I started to embrace my natural pace, the more I found a sense of calm and clarity. I began to understand that my value isn't determined by how many people I interact with or how social I am. It's about the quality of the connections I make, and that starts with accepting myself for who I am. There are so many benefits to embracing a quieter, slower-paced life. First, you give yourself the space to truly listen, not just to others, but to your own inner voice. You can create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling without the noise and chaos of trying to keep up with societal expectations. Being quiet doesn't mean you're broken or antisocial. It just means that you value depth over quantity in your relationships and need time to recharge to feel your best. Another benefit is clarity. Without the distractions of trying to fit in, you start to see the things that truly matter to you. For me, that's been connecting with a few close friends, enjoying nature, and diving into my creative passions. You also find a sense of peace. There's no need to pretend to be someone you're not. You can finally relax and just be you. So to all the quieter souls out there who sometimes feel like they're missing out or like they don't belong, know this: you are not alone. It's okay to embrace your quieter nature and take time for yourself. The Cottage Fairy story has shown me that we don't need to live by society's standards of socializing. Sometimes the path to peace is through stillness, and by accepting ourselves, we open the door to a more fulfilling, calm, and authentic life. Thanks for watching. And if you're on a similar journey to embrace your true self, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on living a peaceful, simple life. Until next time, take care and be kind to yourself.